Greetings, fellow word enthusiasts, and welcome back to Etymology-Expert. Today, we're diving into a phrase that's a real treat in its own right: baker's dozen. We use it to describe getting 13 items instead of the usual 12, often as an act of kindness or a bonus. But what's the story behind this extra piece? Get ready to uncover a culinary tale that combines history, law, and perhaps a little fear of punishment. Now, at first glance, a baker's dozen might seem like a simple, sweet bonus when buying goods, especially baked ones. You might think it's a generous gesture to give customers a little bit more. But beneath this generosity lies a tale of necessity and regulation that dates back several centuries. To find the origins of this delightful expression, we need to journey back to medieval England. During this time, bakers were under intense scrutiny by the government. Bread was a staple of the diet, essential to daily life, and thus regulated to ensure fair trade practices and protect consumers from fraud. One of the key pieces of legislation was the assize of bread and ale, established in the 13th century. It dictated the weight and price of bread, aligning it with the cost of wheat. Bakers had to carefully adhere to these regulations, as failing to comply could result in severe punishments. We're talking about fines, public humiliation, and, in some cases, even worse consequences for those who dared shortchange their customers. To err on the side of caution, bakers started giving an extra loaf as a goodwill gesture. By adding an additional loaf to every dozen, bakers ensured they met, or exceeded, the required weight, avoiding any penalties and delighting their customers. This practice provided a buffer against any accidental shortfall in weight and demonstrated the baker's honesty and generosity. The concept of a baker's dozen, therefore, not only highlights the importance of customer satisfaction, but also reflects the stringent backdrop of medieval commerce and law. It's a charming narrative of practicality meeting generosity, wrapped up in the simple exchange of bread. The term baker's dozen officially made its way into language use by the 16th century, even as the strict controls eased over time. Yet the phrase endured, symbolizing reliability, trustworthiness, and that little extra effort to ensure fairness. Interestingly, this concept of an extra unit for safety extended beyond England. Similar practices were observed in other countries and industries, highlighting a common thread in the narrative of trade. It illustrates how universally important it is to maintain the trust of the consumer and the integrity of the profession. So, the next time you receive a baker's dozen, whether it's from a bakery or in another context, remember its origins in medieval law and the clever, cautious bakers who wanted to keep their customers happy and remain on the right side of the law. It's a phrase that beautifully marries the history of commerce with an enduring touch of human kindness. Well, that's another delightful etymological journey into the oven-warmed world of language. Did you know about the legal origins of the baker's dozen? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this exploration of words and their surprising histories, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Etymology-Expert for more captivating linguistic travels. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.